Bulls taking on the Pacers. For the Bulls, it's been a disappointing first half of the season. Can they turn things around, starting with a win tonight? Pacers, Bulls, coming up next. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. Let's see some of the numbers here for Isaiah Jackson.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
And now the Indiana Pacers starters. Siakam and Jackson playing together in the front court. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. And it's Nesmith in at the 3, a small forward. And for the Bulls, Giddey is the 1, with White by his side at the 2. Kevin Huerter out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. Well, Stan, it's still pretty early in the year, but when do those alarm bells start to go off in a coach's mind?
Well, those alarms seem to go off once a game, if you ask me. But looking at the bigger picture, coaches are watching for trends. You don't want to be a team that's going on losing streaks.
Now here's White. Outside Giddey. 5 to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Vucevic's shot is off. Here's Nembhard. The shot's good.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. The Pacers beat them last time when these two met at Indianapolis.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
Yeah, taking care of the ball has to be their #1 priority. But they also have to stay aggressive. You have to strike a good balance.
And the shot goes.
And look at the vision from Halliburton. Love seeing ball movement like this.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And here's Giddey. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Pass to Buzelis. 3-pointer. And again, no good by Chicago.
They haven't been able to find their rhythm. That's 3 straight misses now.
Nesmith passes to Halliburton. Siakam outside. On the wing, Nembhard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Halliburton. Rebound by the Bulls. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding. Well, I believe that's now 4 straight misses to start the game. Talk about stumbling out of the block.
Jackson, the pass to Halliburton. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And I appreciate how confident Halliburton is. For a guard, he handles himself well and deep.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat, and we talked about the growth of Tyrese Halliburton as a player. Coach's eyes lit up, saying, I'm in awe of the steps that he's made. The vision and the scoring was always there, but now the decision-making has gone to another level. It makes life harder playing against him, but as a fan of the league, you love to see it. Everyone is a fan. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Outside Huerter. Here's the pick. And last season, the Pacers started the playoffs with home court advantage for the first time in over a decade, Grant.
Yeah, the 4th seed in the East, BA. And with a blend of youth and experience on the roster, this is a team built to win now and into the future.
And that one misses. And Stan, this Chicago front office embracing a more patient approach in building with younger players.
Yeah, B.A., and admitting that in recent years they may have skipped steps trying to leap into the playoff picture. So now a change of course is taking place.
Now here's Halliburton. He had 25 points in the win against Denver.
Well, he also did a good job of making plays for others. What a performance from him.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Graham.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
And the free throw, no good.
Yeah, it's hard to argue against Halliburton as the best passer in the league right now. I know he's the most exciting for sure.
From downtown, and White hits from deep.
Well, they missed their first 4 shots, but finally able to get one on the board. Sometimes you just need to see that first one go down.
Pacers leading by 4. Nembhard outside. Jackson with a screen on White. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. After the basket by Indiana on the other end. Vucevic, the pass to White. Chicago passing it around. Shot clock at 5. Picked by Vucevic. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Indiana with a rebound. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Now here's Jackson. What a tremendous game he played against Denver. Drops in the 3. Neesmith's got his second bucket of the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
White for 3. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
To the wing, right side. Stolen by Giddey. White with it. Halliburton picks him up. White against Halliburton. White can't hit.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Siakam with a screen on Herter. Nembhard for 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now here's Vucevic. No made baskets yet. Herter can't hit. Halliburton looking for an opening. Outside Neesmith. Back to Nembhard. Here's Halliburton. Uses the glass on the layup. 6 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Bulls trail by 14. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And over the last month, here's a look at the big men who have shot the ball the best from outside the arc. A growing trend in today's NBA. 5th best, Nikola Vucevic.
And these bigs have refined their games to the point where they're a threat to score from anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, it's truly impressive how far their range extends and how lethal they are from downtown. This group of bigs is really special.
Now here's White. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn. There's a screen. Here's Giddey. And And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Indiana leading by 14. Pass to Nembhard. Now Neesmith. This one for three. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Down low. Buzelis. Giddey against Nembhard. Here's Buzelis. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Vucevic. They still need this. And it's good on the layup.
2 physical points from Vucevic. He enjoys bumping down low.
White against Nembhard. Haliburton outside. From the arc. Pure from three-point range. Haliburton's got 9 points.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Vucevic, a screen on Haliburton. Pass to Buzelis. Takes the three. Gets the three to fall.
I think it's great to see that kind of confidence in a young guy like Buzelis.
Indiana leading by 12. Haliburton outside. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Well, the Bulls shooting just 25% from the field in the first quarter. The lead now cut to single digits.
Well, you must chase Herter out of these corner areas or he will hurt you.
Here's Siakam, coming off a 16-point game against Denver.
And more impressive to me than his scoring was his playmaking. Really an all-around offensive clinic.
Now here's Haliburton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Giddey. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
And he drops the first. And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
Looking at who's out there now for Chicago. The Sumu comes in for White, and it's Jones in for Giddey. Now here's Herter, coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. Here's Vucevic, 6 to shoot. Jones from outside. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Haliburton outside. Shoots over to Sumu. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Haliburton's got 13.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Three-pointer, Vucevic. No good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
McConnell looking around. Here's Huff. Herter defending. Toppin outside. Haliburton on the wing. From deep. And there's Toppin on the assist by Haliburton. And the Pacers lead by 16.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Vucevic gets the bucket. Vucevic has got his second basket on the night.
Well, when the moment is right, Vucevic can be an effective spot-up shooter.
They set a pick. Here's Haliburton. And it's cleared by Vucevic. The Bulls shooting only 31% to get this game underway. Herter against Matherin. From down low, and there's another one for Chicago.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Here's McConnell, still without a bucket. Pass to Matherin. Back to McConnell. Toppin outside. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Herter.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Here's Buzelis, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Collins, he's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Smith comes in for Buzelis. Okoro is checked in for Herter. And Giddey's subbed in for Jones. Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. Shepard comes in for Halliburton. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Outside Mathurin. Shoots over to Sumu. And it's Mathurin missing.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, Stan, one thing the Bulls know they have to improve is their interior defense.
Well, B.A., look, last year the Bulls right at the bottom in opponents' points in the paint. They've got to form a functional wall and keep intruders at bay.
Siakam, no good. Bulls trail by 7. Pass to Collins. Wide open. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Indiana's gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. Collins against Siakam. Toppin outside to win the cold spell. Rebound by the Bulls. Giddey's got 4 rebounds now.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
A 6'8" point guard, Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
Stan, when you look at Josh Giddey's game, how would you best describe it?
Well, B.A., he's a triple-double threat. Taller playmaker, sees the floor well, can rebound. I love his versatility.
And that one's good. Now just a 3-point Indiana lead.
How about Giddey just flicking it in? I mean, that's not an easy shot.
36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Shepard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Siakam. The bank shot, no good. And for the Bulls, they're shooting well so far at 48%. And it's Giddey missing.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Toppin's shot is off.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Pacers, up 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, let me get your thoughts on the Pacers and how they're playing so far.
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for Indiana. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. And that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. Smith out there with Okoro. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Dosunmu in at the 2. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Giddey. Mathurin with some nice D. Picked it out of midair. Up ahead. Oh, a nice shot by Collins. Collins has got 7,
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now here's Siakam. He's scoreless. And here's Toppin from the arc. Nails it from 3. And the Pacers lead by 4.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Collins with a screen on McConnell. Collins outside. Now here's Dosunmu. He's covered by Mathurin. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Collins. And the basket is good. 9 points in the game.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
Indiana's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Siakam, the pass to Mathurin. Back to Siakam. Outside Mathurin. Fires for 3. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. The Bulls have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Smith. Fires from deep. Indiana with a rebound. Now here's McConnell, averaging around 6 a game. Here's Shepard, guarded by Okoro. Here's the 3. Smith with the rebound. Chicago trailing here. Okoro outside. Now Giddey. Poke loose. McConnell passes to Siakam. Back to McConnell. Siakam in the post. Collins defending. Siakam, no good. This lead is up for grabs.
Yeah, each possession has an importance.
Giddey. He nails it, and we're tied.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Indiana has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Toppin outside. From outside the arc. Collins with the rebound. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. That gives them the lead. Giddey's got 6.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Chicago. The Pacers also with a sub. Halliburton is checked in. And when a team is able to play different ways with lineup versatility, how valuable is that to you as a coach?
Well, look, B.A., the best teams simply have to be able to win in different ways. They've got to be able to win with their offense, win with their defense. They've got to be able to win in an up-tempo game. They've got to be able to win in a grinded-out half-court game. If you've only got one way you can win, the best opponents will be able to take that away. Versatility is a must.
Here's Giddey after Indiana picked up the 3 with their last shot. Siakam, the pass to Mathurin. Now here's Halliburton. He's covered by Dosunmu. Here's McConnell. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And now a 3-point Indiana lead.
Coaches loving the ball movement.
Here's Giddey. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
Well, when you look at Josh Giddey, he scores, passes, and rebounds it well for his position. And the fun part for me, I think he still has room to grow.
Now here's Halliburton. 13 points in the game.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Uzelis is checked in for Chicago. Herter comes in for Okoro. Indiana shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Free throw good. Halliburton. Bulls trail by 4. Pass to Herder. Fires the three. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, for Herder, this is his role. Make triples. Space out the defense.
Indiana has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Siakam outside. Halliburton up top. Back to Siakam. Oh, Pascal Siakam flying high.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
The Bulls have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Chicago passing it around. From deep, Giddey. Indiana with a rebound. McConnell left side. Pass to Halliburton. There's a screen by Toppin. Jacks up a 3. He got it. Halliburton nails the 3.
At the perimeter, Halliburton has a lot of confidence. He's just about always ready to take that shot.
And there's the screen. Here's Buzelis. Now Vucevic. He's covered by Siakam. Shot left block. It's rebounded by Indiana. Siakam's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Toppin. Kicks it out to Siakam. Halliburton outside. Takes a 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now. Dosunmu with it. Working on Siakam. Vucevic, a screen on Toppin. 3-pointer, Buzelis. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. They double-team Vucevic. Let's go with a 3. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist by Vucevic. Buzelis has got 8.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of 3-pointers during his career.
Indiana leading by 3. Here's McConnell. Chicago grabs the miss. Giddey's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Here's Halliburton. Chicago making their last shot. McConnell from outside. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds in the game. From deep, Giddey. Indiana with a rebound.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions. His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The Bulls making a switch here. White's checked in. Then for Indiana, Jackson. He's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Neesmith comes in for Mathurin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. Indiana trailing here. Halliburton outside. Halliburton goes up top to throw it down.
And he has taken over this game. Halliburton looks like he's on cruise control at this point.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Buzelis. They set the screen. Deflected. Jackson against Vucevic. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Toppin with a steal. They're running, and he lobs it up top. It's hauled in by Herder.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
They get it back. Dosunmu can't hit. Pacers leading by 3. Nembhard for 3. And his first miss of the night. Now 2 of 3. The kick out to White. Nembhard against Herder. Vucevic, a screen on Nembhard. Herder from long range. Indiana with a rebound.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Halliburton. Pass to Nesmith. The three. Ooh, some solid defense from Herder. And it's the Bulls' ball. It's a three-point game. The rebound by Nesmith. Nesmith's got 4 rebounds in the game. The ball's knocked loose. White with a steal. And now the Bulls in transition. Herder with it. He's picked up by Nembhard.
You see the unselfishness of Herder. A guy who wants to make the right play.
Here's Nesmith. He's got 5. There's the drive. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Wasting no time matching the slam with one of their own.
Showing some serious fight right there. And the Bulls shooting about 43% from the field in the second. Herder from long range. He buries it from 3. Herder's got 8 here in this quarter.
He's finally started to settle down here in the second quarter. Just needed to work up a sweat.
Halliburton against White. The 15-footer. Halliburton's shot is good. Halliburton's got 23.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And a check on the league leaders now with the top shooting teams over the previous 10. 5th, the Pacers.
Well, their offensive efficiency was really impressive during the last month. They're looking to carry that momentum into this one.
There's 1:59 left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Buzelis. Back to White. Takes the 3. Indiana with a rebound. Toppin's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Jackson. Now Nembhard. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over to Sumu. Here's Jackson. Pass to Halliburton. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Nembhard for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Good defense by DeSumo. Here's Herder. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, defenses know Herder is out there to shoot the ball, which is why they end up fouling him sometimes.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. That free throw no good.
Well, you know, on top of being an accurate shooter, Kevin Herder works hard to support his team. Some rebounds, some passing. Kevin is not just a one-trick pony.
Now here's Nembhard, coming off a 16-point game against Denver. Toppin finds Nembhard. Shoots over to Sumu. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Nembhard's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Halliburton against White. Pass to Buzelis. Vucevic, a screen on Toppin. Here's Buzelis, and he jams it home with authority.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Jones, he's checked in for DeSumo. And here's Indiana now. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Halliburton outside. Jackson the screen. Halliburton the pass to Jackson. White with the steal.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, There's no reason to put up an early shot here.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Toppin, a screen on Jones. Here's Halliburton, and it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. Well,
the previous play is under review.
Going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And B.A., you can argue against replay all you want, but at the end of the day, you want it to be a level playing field. You want the call to be correct.
It's been all about Kevin Huerter for the Bulls. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Billy Donovan here with us now, and Coach, your team finishing the first half in impressive fashion. What's working for you out there?
Yeah, well, I think we got some stops. We played good defense, allowed us to get out in transition. That was helpful. So just got to keep grinding away.
Defense has been their anchor so far. We'll see if they can keep it up, guys.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
We're back again. Welcome. It's that time again to take a peek at how the mid-season power rankings are shaping up.
You know, right now for Indiana, they've shown they're one of the best teams in the league. Maybe not the best, but maybe like number 3 looks fair to me.
Yes, with the way they've executed, it would have been hard to keep them out of the third spot.
Yes, it would have.
Now let's take a closer look at that tight first half for the Chicago Bulls.
They're letting that team fire away from deep, and it's not doing them any favors. Something got to change, Jet.
Yeah, hard to win when you're giving guys all day to shoot.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The Pacers shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. On the floor for Indiana. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Siakam and Jackson playing together in the front court. And it's Nesmith in at the 3 spot. Here's Nembhard. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Buzelis. Fires from deep. The rebound by Tyrese Halliburton. Now here's Siakam. Halliburton with the ball. Jackson, the pass to Halliburton. Jackson with a screen on Giddey. Halliburton, no good. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Buzelis' shot is good.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
About a minute played here in the second half. Pass to Halliburton. Back to Nembhard. Now Nesmith. Clock at 6. The 3 is up. Chicago grabs the miss. Giddey's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Chicago passing it around. Vucevic, a screen on Siakam. Three-pointer, Buzelis, count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
And in this action, the pick and roll, Buzelis is becoming really good at reading the defense.
Neesmith passes to Jackson. Goes up on the wing. Chicago grabs the miss.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, "I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality." Yeah?
He sets the tone. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. And Chicago has possession, following the bucket by the Pacers. Inside, here's Vucevic. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Isaiah Jackson.
Well, defending Vucevic, it's rough and tumble.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Well, he's as steady as they come at the big man position. Vucevic is someone you can count on to help you shoulder some of the offensive load.
He's perfect from the line this time.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Here's Nembhard. Scores after the quick crossover. Nembhard's got 9 points.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Here's Giddey, following the bucket by the Pacers. Herder, a screen on Halliburton. Pass to Herder, puts up a deep three. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Siakam, no good. Bulls leading by 5. From deep, Giddey. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Halliburton. To the paint. Rebound by the Bulls. Giddey's got his 7th rebound here tonight. White for 3. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Siakam's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Tries to break his ice. Siakam takes the contact and finishes.
Yeah, sometimes I think the 6'9" length of Siakam surprises opponents. He's able to go through or over contact.
And so here is Chicago. Outside White. Pass to Vucevic. Great D that time from Halliburton. Pacers trail by 3. Jackson outside. Outside Neesmith. Here's Siakam for the tie. Wow, Siakam showing the range.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
For Chicago, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the 3rd quarter. And it's Giddey off the drive. Goes up on the baseline. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist from Giddey. Giddey's got 6 assists here tonight. Indiana's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Siakam with a screen on White. Siakam left side. Halliburton outside. Shot clock at 6. There's Neesmith with a 3. Another 3 for Indiana. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Pass to Herder. And stolen by Nembhard. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Stolen by Giddey. It's Herder on the wing. 4-3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Herder's got 18. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense. Oh, nice touch on the inside play by Buzelis, adjusting from close range.
Pacers trail by 4. Now Nembhard. Siakam with a screen on White. Siakam outside. Pass to Jackson. Siakam right side. Shot clock at 5. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. These teams have been lighting it up so far. The NBA's top scoring teams. 5th, the Pacers.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Here's Giddey. Here's Vucevic. And the layup is good off the glass. And that's 10 points for Nikola Vucevic.
Well, offensively, that's what you want to get. Vucevic from point-blank range.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. Taking a look at Indiana, they've started strong this year, holding the second place spot. And of course the Bulls, far behind in the standings. Pacers trail by 6. And here's Nembhard. He's got 9 to the middle. Some nice passing by Indiana here. And he gets the bucket. Nesmith's got 5 points now this quarter. Chicago has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Giddey passes to Herter. And here's Vucevic, defended by Jackson. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Chicago. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Thursday, they'll go up against Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
And Indiana with some changes. Matherin's checked in for Nesmith, and it's McConnell in for Nembhard.
Shooting 2.
That free throw misses. And he's good on the second. Here's McConnell. Pass to Halliburton. Jackson on the wing. 5 on the clock. Siakam for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his 3rd assist of the night.
A guy who can work the whole arc. Smooth corner shot by Pascal. Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
McConnell passes to Matherin. There's the triple. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Buzelis. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Buzelis has got 11 points here in the second half. And so McConnell will bring it up for the Pacers. Pass to Jackson. Halliburton outside. He's playing big in the painted area.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
The Bulls have gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far. Back to Giddey. They set the pick. Vucevic against Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Vucevic, a screen on Matherin. Here's Herter. The rebound by Jackson. Indiana's gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Tough bucket in the paint from Halliburton.
Yeah, 2 tough points by Halliburton. Mixing it up down low.
And Chicago has possession. Outside White. Oh, deflected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Looking at who's out there now for Chicago. Collins, he's checked in for Buzelis. Okoro comes in for Herter. And it's Dosunmu in for White. Dosunmu, the pass to Vucevic. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Yeah, still one of the league's best rebounders. Vucevic extending the possession.
Now here's McConnell. Pass to Halliburton. Matherin against Giddey. McConnell from outside. Sinks the tray. McConnell's gotten his second bucket on the night. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Giddey with a screen on Jackson. Vucevic, the pass to Collins. Dosunmu outside. Pass to Vucevic. Indiana with a rebound. We've got 1:55 left in the third. Outside for Halliburton. Lets it go from deep. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Okoro outside. Pass to Collins. There's the 3. Siakam with the defensive effort.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Halliburton finds Jackson. Back to Halliburton. Giddey with a defensive effort. Chicago trailing here. Okoro with the ball. Picked up by Matherin. Dosunmu, the pass to Okoro. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Okoro's got his first points of the game. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Now here's Halliburton. That's 29 for him. Outside Matherin. Halliburton on the wing. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time. Halliburton's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Chicago passing it around. McConnell against Giddey. Over McConnell, and that one's good. Giddey's got 12 points in the game.
Normally, you expect Giddey to pass it. This time, though, Josh went up himself. Good pick and roll set.
To the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's the Pacers up 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Jalen Smith is out there with Zach Collins. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Okoro in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now here's Dosunmu. 2 points. That one goes.
Stepping up in the big moment. I mean, an incredible job of finding his shot.
Nice job taking the initiative. Coaches will encourage you to take that if you have a good look.
Here's McConnell. Pass to Matherin. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Ayo Dosunmu picks one up.
And one thing Benedict Matherin has no shortage of is raw athleticism. Now it's just a question of him honing that physical ability to be an effective pro-level player.
And he can't hit the second.
I'm sure he wanted to hit all his free throws, but at least he gave his team the lead.
Okoro passes to Smith. That one falls. And the Bulls lead by 1.
Well, the defense has to offer more resistance, or else they can expect Smith to keep going at them down there.
Pass to Matherin. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. Here's the 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And the basket by Dosunmu.
Well, that assist going to Giddey. You don't see too many guys at 6'8" with his mindset. He's a pass-first player.
Pacers trail by 4. Pass to Toppin. Puts up a 3. Hits a three-pointer.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Dosunmu outside. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Smith with a screen on Matherin. Smith no good. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. The drive by Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Driving in, Siakam can be such a menace for the defense. Hard to get in the way of his physicality.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul of the game. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Chicago. Halliburton's checked in for Indiana. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. To the inside. Pass to Okoro. Clock at 4. And again, Chicago no good. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Shepard laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Now it's a 3-point Indiana lead.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And the Bulls shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. Here's Okoro. Oh, Siakam with the block.
And the coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end.
Now here's McConnell. Toppin outside. Pass to Halliburton. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Bulls trail by 3. Here's Giddey. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
He's a new man this half. playing with much better intensity and getting results.
And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Pass to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. Shoots over to Sumu. Great shot from Halliburton.
You can tell Halliburton isn't looking at the contest. He's looking through it to his shot.
Here's Vucevic. He's covered by Siakam. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist from Giddey. 15 points for Nikola Vucevic.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. At one point, they led by 16. McConnell outside. Chicago with a rebound. Giddey's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Dosunmu with it. Halliburton picks him up. Here's Okoro. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Indiana leading. Toppin passes to Siakam. Oh, Siakam flushes it off the drive.
Oh, coming in hot. There was just no getting in Siakam's way there.
The Bulls have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Down low. Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Siakam. Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Vucevic. Siakam, no good. The Bulls have gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's foul number 2 for him. Chicago making some changes. Ellis is checked in for Collins. Herter comes in for Okoro. And it's White in for Dosunmu. Then for Indiana, Jackson, he's checked in for Toppin. Nesmith comes in for Shepard. And Mathurin subbed in for McConnell. Now here's Vucevic. Herter with it, picked up by Nesmith. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Indiana trailing here. Siakam outside. Pass to Nesmith. Now Mathurin. So nice passing by Indiana here. With the floater. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
One way we've seen Pascal Siakam grow, getting to the line. It's a big part of his game now.
That's good from Siakam.
Yeah, the superpower for Siakam is his versatility. He plugs a lot of holes on both ends.
Nembhard, he's checked in for Indiana. Siakam hits them both. Here's Giddey. Pass to Herter. 3-pointer. Indiana with a rebound. Jackson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Siakam. Strong bucket by Siakam.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
The Bulls trail by 3. Outside White. Here's Ellis. Now here's Vucevic. Defended by Jackson. Takes one from 10 feet. Off the left rim and out. Indiana has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Halliburton outside. Nesmith on the wing. Launches a three. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
His third triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Giddey passes to Vucevic. And here's Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. Ooh, that one makes him 7 for 14. Got a nice rhythm going here today.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Here's White. It's Giddey on the wing. He's guarded by Nembhard. The rebound by Nembhard. Indiana leading by 4. Pass to Siakam. Back to Nembhard. Outside Nesmith. Here's Siakam. Misses the fadeaway. The Bulls have gotten 8 of 16 attempted shots to go here in the fourth. Vucevic, a screen on Halliburton. White for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, that's White shaking him off, creating room off the dribble.
Jackson with a screen on Giddey. Pass to Nesmith. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Six to shoot. Three-pointer, Halliburton. From way out there, Tyrese Halliburton.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Here's Herter. Picked by Vucevic. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
Those are some veteran instincts there by Vooch, knowing the situation and giving his team needed points.
Halliburton. Nembhard fires. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
Well, it took a little while, but White has established himself as a big-time scorer, and he does it from all 3 levels.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves. Battle to the end. Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Giddey! Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And Halliburton has got the ball here for Indiana. At one point, they led by 16. Clock at 6. The 11-footer. Ooh, rise and fire.
Well, he's a great finisher around the rim. You just can't let him get the ball that close.
Giddey with it. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Herter. To tie it up. Rebounded by Jackson.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Bulls trail by 3. Now Vucevic. Here's Giddey. Puts up the tray. It's good from beyond the arc.
Wow, they needed that from Josh Giddey. Huge basket.
Here's Halliburton. A minute 15 left in the game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Chicago has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Vucevic to take the lead. Oh, touches it off the glass.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Now here's Nembhard. Now Halliburton. Using the glass to lay it in.
Important points. Tyrese Halliburton, always ready to take the big one.
Down the clutch free throw.
Pressure-packed free throws, but he stayed calm and nailed it.
White outside. Herder outside. No good from 3.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that'll put him up 2. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Vucevic against Jackson. Rebounded by Jackson. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Great job at the line, and it's now a 2-possession game. And looking for a quick bucket here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game. Well, he's the guy they want with the ball when it matters. White takes pride in that.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Couldn't have asked for anything better there. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Here's Herder, fires away from outside. And so the big win by Indiana in a tight game. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Pascal, these days you are called upon to carry this team. Does that bring added pressure?
this is a game that I love, and I just want to have fun playing the game. And I think, I got to just be myself. Like, don't get lost in everything going on. Be yourself. Play basketball, have fun. And, I'm just happy to be able to go out there and play hard.
Guys, he wants the pressure. Thanks, Pascal.
All right. Thanks, Allie. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.